Hello everyone and welcome back to this walkthrough of the Ocarina of Time 100%. So, today we're going to be heading towards Zoras Domain. Now if you don't know where that is, it's basically on the right hand side of Kakiri Forest. All you have to do is basically follow the river from this part here as you're heading towards Kakariko. If you're leaving, if you're following the guide and you're leaving Hyrule Castletown, just go to the left and you'll see the river. You want to follow the river, but it does push out for the current anyway, so you need to go into this patch of land here and then make your way into Zoras Domain, which is just over here. Great stuff. So there's another owl conversation that you kind of have to deal with, so don't worry too much about that. Just going to get this magic jar real quick, and then I'm going to talk to this owl just to get this conversation out of the way. So there is going to be a skulltula that we can get straight away, and there might even be a heart piece or two depending on how you want to do this. It's worth mentioning that having a decent amount of rupees here is probably beneficial just to get some magic beans. If you don't have the desired amount of rupees, don't worry about it. We can go back and get them later on, so seriously, it's not a big deal. But it just saves time if you have enough now. But what we're going to do is we're going to bomb this wall, and I'm just going to roll into this. And apparently I missed, so we're just going to do that. And let's see if we can quickly kill this skulltula. Great stuff. And skulltula 28 is ours. Okay, so now that we have that skulltula token, I'm going to go talk to the Magic Bean Man. So I'm going to go see this guy here, and he is going to sell you magic beans. Now, the soft soil next to me, that does not yield magic beans. Sorry, that does not yield skulltulas, so don't worry about that. So the more you buy with these, the more they cost. So it starts at 10 rupees, it then goes up to 20, and I only have enough to buy 2, but that's pretty much all I need for the time being. Like I say, we can come back here later and buy more, so really don't worry about it. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is pick up the cocoa. Now this isn't actually necessary. You don't need this chicken in order to get the heart pieces that I'm about to try and get, but it does help because you can just come back with the boomerang. So don't worry too much about that if you guys screw this up. You can always just go back to the start if the chicken goes into the water. So what we're going to do, we're going to run at this ledge, and as we're about to catch the legs, throw the cocoa. And that was quite fortunate, to be fair, that he came with us. We don't actually want him here. We want him to be down there. So I'm going to throw him down there and hope he doesn't go in the water. Because what I want to do is run and jump and catch the ledge. Just have a better chance of him not going into the water. And that completed another heart container. So hopefully the cocoa has not gone into the water. Great stuff. We did, but don't worry about that. Just going to pick myself up here. And I'm going to try and grab him. Great stuff. So, by keeping hold of him, I'm hoping to get another heart piece. Like I say though, this isn't entirely necessary, as you can get this stuff later on. So just try and grab him as quick as you can. Throw him up there. And try and grab him again. And okay, so if he goes into the water, basically what will happen then is he will fly back to the start area where we found him. So try and avoid that. I'll just speed things up a little bit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run through here. The camera will turn, so as long as you just keep pressing forward, you'll be okay. And it's turning again. Great stuff. So there's a little heart piece up here that I want to try and get a little bit earlier than what I'm supposed to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here. You can do it on the top one as well. In fact, just to make it easier for you guys, I'm going to do it from the top one. It'll probably be easier in the long run. So what we're going to do is we are going to just jump off the edge, throw the cocoa, and the next heart piece is ours, and that's heart piece 17. Great stuff. So, we don't actually need this Cuckoo anymore, so just let him do whatever he wants to do. What I'm going to do now is play the Sun Song. And we're going to turn day into night. Because there is a skulltula token down here that we want to get. And it's basically on the steps. So try not to fall into the water where it'll take you down the current, because that will pull you all the way back. And I'm going to shoot this skulltula here twice. And then we're going to climb up. And skulltula 29 is ours. So now we have that skulltula. I've just remembered, by the way, sorry. You must have 20 rupees to do the next area. Stand on this inscription and play Zelda's Lullaby, and that will open the fountain. I've got a little bit ahead of myself here, and I totally forgot that you need 20 rupees to do the diving game. So don't worry about that. What we're going to do is we're going to go through to Zoras Domain now, which is through here. It's worth mentioning you can get through into Zoras Domain with the Cuckoo if you fly around with it, but if you can't do that for whatever reason, just obviously play Zelda's Lullaby and that will open the domain for you. So I think the first thing that we'll do is the diving game, and I'm just trying to get a few rupees together here. Unfortunately, I've kind of not really thought this through. Of course, I need at least 20 rupees, but there we are. Cool. So now we have the rupees required. The order I want to do this in is I want to get the silver scale, and then I want to get the heart piece, and then I will get Zelda's letter / the empty bottle, and then it's pretty much on to Jabu. So what you want to do is talk to the Zora here, and it's a diving game for 20 rupees, and basically all you have to do is collect all the rupees by diving to the bottom and getting them. Now you actually make a small profit on this game, which is quite funny really. So you get given 50 seconds, and yeah, it's basically just dive down and get the rupees. It's quite easy, to be fair. So there's 5. And even if you fail this game, if you manage to get at least what you paid for, you should be okay. You can even C-link shadow above the rupees as well, so you kind of know where you need to dive, so it's not too difficult. So there's 5 more rupees to get for me, and it's just over there, so I'm going to go ahead and dive down, and that's enough to get the silver scale. Good stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back up to the Zora up there, and then we can get the silver scale, which is really cool. The silver scale allows you to dive deeper, which is what we need to get Princess Ruto's letter. Something like really quite important actually. Also make sure you have Deku sticks, because you kind of need them as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move over here, and we're going to talk to the Zora, and they will give us the silver scale. Nice. And we're going to use this to dive through the hole into Zora's Domain, which will take you to warp to Lake Hylia. Okay, so now that we have the silver scale, the next item that we need to get is the bottle with the note from Princess Ruto inside. So before we do that though, we're going to get ourselves another heart piece, and the way to do that is to equip a Deku stick. Now this is actually quite difficult, so what you want to do is light your Deku stick and forward roll as it's quicker, just down here, and light this beacon. And after that, swing your sword to reset your Deku stick, relight the beacon, and forward roll down here as quick as you can. And what you want to do is light, from the second you light this first beacon, that's when the timer is going to start, because you must light all the beacons before the first one runs out. So forward roll will help here. So light that one, and then that one. Great stuff. And that reveals the chest with the heart piece in it. Swing your sword to get rid of the Deku stick, and then just open this chest. and that will reveal heart piece number 18. Great stuff. Good stuff. So the next item on the list now is the bottle. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that now. Basically what you want to do now that we have the silver scale is just dive underwater until you get through to Lake Hylia. Now you'll notice that there's a bottle there. So what you want to do is just dive down and pick it up. Z target if it helps. And we got an empty bottle with a note inside of it. So now that we have the fish, what we're going to do now is we are going to dive back into Zoras Domain. Just down here like so. Great stuff. So now that we have the note from Princess Ruto, what we're going to do now is we're going to take it up to the leader of the Zoras. Now, this bit is notoriously slow. I think it's like an internet meme, but basically it's the Meeps part where he takes like 1,000 years to move along. So, buckle up for that. But basically, yeah, we're going to show him the note. What the hell? Oh, okay. Okay, I did this wrong, so I guess you have to Z target him first. Sorry about that. Let's see if we can do this again. Ah, so it's where it says speak. There we are. And then he says, oh, this is a letter from my Ruto. And it turns out that she's inside Lord Jabu Jabu. Apparently that's impossible. Yes, he basically explains that since Ganondorf's come around, you know, Jabu's been acting differently. Ganondorf does seem to have that effect on people. So, yeah, this is where the Meeps come in. So we're just going to let this run. He doesn't even move that far either. Oh my god. Okay, good stuff. Cool, right. So now we're not quite done. We still need a fish. And that's why I had to empty that bottle. I want to keep the milk and the bugs, which is why I didn't just empty one of them. You guys feel free to empty whatever you want. Try and keep the bugs though, you'll probably need them later. In fact, yeah, definitely keep bugs. So we're going to move down to this area. And in fact, you're better off just following what I'm doing. And catching the bugs. Catching the fish. There we are. Cool. And we got the fish in the bottle. So, now we have the fish. Let's return to the King of the Zora. But this time we're actually just going to walk straight past him through that little entrance that he opened for us there. And we're going to head through to Jabu Jabu's belly. If we can, so it's just up here. And yeah, just through here. I keep expecting to slide about and stuff. I'm used to playing this as adult Link. Spoilers. Well, actually, I won't give you any spoilers about that. And here we are at Zora's Fountain. And this is pretty much where we end the episode. Before we do, I'm going to show you this little cutscene. What you do to get into Jabu Jabu is drop the fish outside of his mouth. And it will trigger a little cutscene there. And you will get sucked inside of his stomach. So that is all the time that we have for today, guys. I just want to thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and all that good stuff. Do leave any comments if you have any. And I hope to see you guys next time. When we're going to be doing Jabu Jabu's belly. Who would have thought? I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.